Yes, people, welcome to the Saturday Brew. If you ain't got your cup of teas, I don't know what you're doing. But other than that, yeah, well, you can have that if you wanted to. But yeah, this is just me and Daps' new Saturday morning show, so get used to it. You know, there's a lot of early birds, and this kind of accommodates for people around the world that are really in front as well, or behind even, because, you know, it could be 11 p.m. for them. So we're going to do this every Saturday.
Right now?
I don't know, you know. I'm pretty sure there's some places that are behind us.
Yeah, there must be.
Yeah, there must be. Is it where's Australia? What's Australia's time?
Now, Australia were far ahead. Like, I always remember on New Year's Eve, like around this time, Australia were getting like Australians at this time.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're going out on New Year's Eve.
Hey, mate.
That's what I'm saying. We're waking up on the morning of New Year's Eve, and they're like, yeah, it's nearly celebration, mate.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, when it comes to the timers of the world, I really struggle to know what's what.
But yeah, this is going to be every single Saturday.
Yeah,
I'm up early now, and it's a slot where not many people go live, so we're going to go live, bring you that. Ultimately, if you think about it, transfer news, once the transfer window really starts popping, this time's going to be good because we'll be the first out there with the transfer news. And also, when the season starts, listen, Saturday morning, we all get up early, don't we, on a Saturday, excited for the football. So we're going to be here every single Saturday at 9 a.m.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't care. We don't expect people to always be up especially not in the UK on a Saturday. But
I've been up since 5 a.m.
But then you got tosses like that, you know.
Ooh,
you know,
new me, friends.
New me, new day, new me. But yeah, big up anyone that's actually here. T1 says 6 p.m. Saturday, Australia. Yeah, Australia. Big up Kingsley. Big up Benedict. Said big up from Iceland. I'm gonna. How would you pronounce this? Is that Reykjavik? Reykjavik.
Yeah, it kind of looks
Reykjavik.
That way, innit?
Reykjavik. Is that how you say it, Benedict? Reykjavik. Reykjavik.
You're brave attempting that one. I wouldn't.
You know what? I've watched so much Viking stuff. I know Iceland's not really well. Then again, they did get found by Vikings, but I just thought, you know, I'll try.
Is Iceland Scandinavia?
No, Iceland.
It's not. Is it? No, it's not. It's not.
It's just above us.
Scandinavia is just Sweden, Denmark, Norway. Is it literally just them?
Well, Icelandic. Let me see. It's Iceland.
It's an island, is it? Yeah, it's an island just north of. Ex-Scandinavia.
Oh wait, yes, it is.
It is part of Scandinavia.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Hold on, it's another one. So there's 4. Yeah.
Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden, Denmark.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Norden.
And where's Finland? Is it above them all?
Yeah, Finland's above.
Finland's above them all, isn't it?
Yeah. That's won't you go for matches when the season
starts?
Yeah.
But the thing is, so when I go to games, when I go up on a Friday night. So I'm good. I'll wake up in Manchester. I won't be here with Cass. Me and Cass will be on different screens probably then, but I'll do it from my apartment up there before I go to the game. But yeah, man, listen. We will be here 9 a.m. Yeah. The only time I might not be here 9 a.m. in fact, I'll always be here. Because if it's a far enough away game, then I'll be in a hotel the night before. Otherwise, if it's in London, 9 a.m., I'm down in London for the away games there quick enough anyway. So I'll always be here 9 a.m.
Yeah, big update on the diary. Here we go. Mr. Kasim, your face shines even more bright in the morning sun. You need to give me your book because I know you got a book full of these lines. Let me big up Gunners for Life as well. 9 a.m. That would be good. UK all the time.
I've got one for him as well. I've got one for him further down.
What's that, Mr.? I mean, I don't think you'd want to explain.
What does he say,
Mr.? That's which hotel you going to?
I mean, depends which game. I'll happily say where I stay when I go to Manchester. When I go to Manchester, I stay in Native Apartments, which are right by Piccadilly. I always stay there. It's a Dewsbury Street warehouse.
Yeah, Usman, been a minute. I ain't seen you in there for a minute. I'm gonna be honest.
Might be the times. People, make sure you're smashing the likes. 91 in here already. Let's get those likes up as close to 100 as quickly as possible. Remember with the likes, yeah? The quicker you smash the likes, the more the show will be pushed out to other people, the more people will come in, and then there's more of a community for you lot to banter with and take the piss out of, or also become chat friends with, whichever you want.
Yeah. It's damn hot in the morning, 25 Celsius the mark. Really?
Man City versus Gillingham next season. What's going on there?
Is that what? Is that one of the first?
I don't know if he could be making reference to the fact that our new away kit looks like the one that we played in when we faced Gillingham in the playoff final, or he could be trying to suggest that Man City are going to be relegated. I mean, the truth is, if you're suggesting that one,
that's a good one.
The case isn't being looked at till October or November, so it won't be next season when it'll be.
Andrew, I love that one. I like that one. Yeah, but yeah. Where should we start with all this transfer news, anyways? Because you know what, we could go on Twitter and we're going to scroll through all the down bad page, or we can talk about it right now.
I think a good one to start on is probably Copa America from last night. So Copa America, Brazil won 4-1 against Paraguay.
That's a decent outfit.
Yeah. Paqueta missed a penalty.
Oh yeah. Shock.
Yeah, but then danced when he scored. I think he scored a penalty later on and then did his dance.
Yeah.
So he still got to have a little shuffle. Vinicius was cooking, got 2. Is that a butterfly? I think that's a butterfly.
Yeah,
Vinicius got 2, got man of the match. But also, scored. There we go. Savio scored. Now, Savio came on in the.
You're allowed to get excited, by the way, because Don gets excited about Kendry Paye's penalties all the time.
This is why I said I won't cast up this morning and said, do you know what? Yeah, I feel like we should speak on Savio because
he's technically a transfer, anyways.
Yeah. Listen. He is. He hasn't played for City yet. I'm pretty certain after Copa America, he is going to be linking up with the starting 11. With the squad and on tour. I know people that have watched the league with spoke highly on him. But for Brazil, last game he came on for about 20 or 30 minutes and was cooking in that time.
Is he right or left-footed? I can't, because I can't. When I look at compilations of this guy, because that's all I've got.
Yeah.
Right, and I know there's a couple Girona. I don't know if he's actually. I don't know what his favored foot is. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of like he switches foot. Like it's like he dribbles with one foot, like his left foot, but then he shoots with his right foot. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, he can play on the left and right. He's left-footed. Okay. So he scored yesterday, but also. I'm pretty certain I was trying to look to find out who got the assist because from what I could see, I have a feeling he also might have got an assist. Can you look on?
Go on.
What's the app you use for?
Flash score.
Can you see if you can see who got the assist yesterday?
No, I can find it right here.
Because I was proper trying to look. But yeah, for me, I think we're in a good place as far as wingers. If you think about it, wingers at Manchester City, you've got the obvious one, Doku, who back end of last season was mint. He was, he really grew towards the end of the season. Started off the season well. For a first season in the Premier League, he had a great first season. Obviously, we've got Grealish, who the news coming out of City and the pictures we've seen, Grealish is going to be back early from training, but he's also already training over in Italy by himself. So he looks very focused and determined. We know Grealish has to have a good season. Pep's already told him he wants it. He's going to be reliant on him. You then got to also think we've got Oscar Bob, right? We've got Bernardo Silva, who I believe Bernardo Silva's release clause, by the way, closes in the next 7 days.
7 days.
But by the looks of it, there's no one offering on Bernardo.
There's no interest.
And the only interest.
Bayern Munich right now is
okay. And I've also seen obviously Saudi, but he's already turned down Saudi. So if you look at this, City are stacked with wingers, but.
Which kind of
I can't lie, bro.
Go on.
I don't know if we'll see. Right. So for me is Oscar Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, not Oscar Bob. Savio and Doku together. Yeah. Looks exciting. Looks very
young.
It looks throwbackish, bro. It's young. It's exciting. Now, will Pep go with that? We don't know. First game against Chelsea away. I don't.
He doesn't trust. He wouldn't trust that. Straight away. No.
I don't think we see that. But second game of the season, which is our first home game.
Yeah.
We've got, I think it's Ipswich Town at home.
I can double check if you go on.
I'm 99% certain it's Ipswich Town at home.
And that's your first home game, yeah?
Yeah, first home game. Listen, I'll be real. First home game, it's always hot, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to see Doku and Savio both start that one.
He probably end up will. He probably will in the end.
And just go. You know what? The one thing with Doku when he arrived last year is how I loved how, you know, the way City plays sometimes. As a City fan, sometimes you have to be patient.
Yeah.
Because you're sat there and you're watching the ball go left, right, waiting, probing, waiting. You're against a low block.
Yeah.
I remember when we played West Ham away, which I think probably about the fourth game of the season or something last season, right? And first half we looked a little bit flat. Doku came on and instantly he lifts the whole of the City end because you're off your seat constantly.
Yeah.
Imagine him and Savio both going at Ipswich. That's a rude awakening to the Premier League for me. But yeah, I mean, look, there is the truth is we don't know 100%, do we, that Doku is definitely going to stay.
Yeah, well, that's the unknown, and the thing is, we don't even know who you lot are going to be bringing in right now. It's all cold.
But I think what I would say is when you look at when you look at Savio and you look at how he performed at Girona, you look at the fact that he's now starting for Brazil. He's going
to have a first. He's going to have somewhere in the starting line. Like,
I think
even if it's a bedding in period, it's still a bedding in period. How old is Savio? Anyone in the comments?
I think he's
20. Is he 20?
I think he's 20.
Is he 20? Right.
He's 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see on that part. I mean, if it is a last year of Pep, I mean, I'm pretty sure Man City would want him to be around that because you can learn a thing or two from quite a few of the wingers. Savio's definitely exciting, but yeah. By the way, only one that got an assist in that game was Paqueta.
So that must have been for the first goal?
Yeah, 2 of them were penalties as well. Right. And then Savio, there's no assist on that because maybe he won the ball back, I'm going to guess. And same with Vinny.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, if we're going to go through some of the transfers, we can go through the down bad page. Either we can do it like this or we can just describe it too. Like, if you want to see it, let me know.
Do you want to see it? Do you want us to share Twitter?
You want us to share the Twitter down bad page and you can see all the different transfers, or we could just say it how it is right now and we could just waffle on about it. What looks better on the screen? Let me know in the comments right now, and then we can go through it. Then we can proceed that way.
Also, people, 160 of you in here. We've only got 67 likes, which means over half of you haven't liked the video yet. Like I'm going to keep pushing this as well. We need those likes, people. So please check the like button. If yours is not lit, which means it's dark, please light it up now. Please do that right straight away.
Right. A lot of this might not be directed to transfers like this one, but you know, if you want a quick one, Kvaratskhelia it looks like he might be going PSG, but hold that thought.
So that's who, with the record deal I heard.
But Conte said he's vetoed it. He's not going nowhere. And
hold on, has Conte gone to Napoli?
Yeah, bro.
When did that happen?
3 weeks ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
Varane's going Como, so that's the one that Fabregas manages.
Yeah, I see that.
Hold on.
I saw Varane. No, I saw Varane linked with someone else last night.
Como, Italian club.
I saw him linked with an Italian club last night, but it was a different club.
But he's not moved there yet. But he's Como. I'm interested to see Fabregas. You know,
I mean that just that just confirms, that you are definitely probably looking for 2 centre backs.
Yeah. Well, here's one, anyways. Fabrizio's update about 40 minutes ago. I didn't even see this. Funny enough, he says Chelsea and Leicester City will talk again about Kieran Dewsbury Hall today, as Chelsea insist to include at least one player in a separate deal. So Chelsea already have given the green light on personal terms from Kieran Dewsbury Hall if they can agree on a package with Leicester City. And I want to know which one goes the other way.
Who goes to Leicester?
Yeah, who goes where?
What are the options?
What's the options? Let me just do this for you. I think they're interested in Broja, if I'm correct, people. They're interested in Dacho Fofana, and they're also interested in another player. Is it Cassidy? That's the one.
Do you know what? Fofana impressed me at Burnley.
Yeah.
He scored against us, didn't he? He came on as a
sub. He's the one that done quite well with him.
Fofana impressed me. Interesting though. So they've got Vardy, they've got Doku, but they're still interested in the striker.
That's the way it seems. Yeah.
I mean, it's fair to say Vardy. We get it. Vardy's old.
Yeah.
But they maybe giving up in Doku. Not Doku. Sorry, I just said Doku. What's his name? the striker at Leicester.
The striker at Leicester.
Daka.
Patson Daka, yeah.
Daka, yes, Daka. Daka? It's Daka, isn't it? Daka, yeah. So they're giving up on him then?
It looks like
if they're looking at Brozier or Fofana, Brozier and Fofana would want to be starters, I feel.
Yeah.
It's at Leicester they would.
Yeah,
Daka, that's it. Yeah,
this is Daka, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a sec, one. No, they can't see this stuff. But what do you think about
Okay.
Dewsbury? Like, obviously, we spoke about it. We didn't get to really speak about it too tough yesterday, yeah. But I'm still in the whole part where I think I think it's a wicked signing, man.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, right. For me, I'm not here saying Dewsbury Hall is not a good signing, right? But what I am saying is, I don't believe that. Look, Chelsea went out and broke the bank on Caicedo and Enzo. Yeah,
Mm.
you got Lavia as well. I'm firstly not quite sure where Dewsbury Hall's going to fit in, because when Lavia comes back, we're probably saying Lavia's going to play the 6th role. Yeah,
I would say so.
right, and I'm pretty confident that they would want him there. You know, Maresca's worked with him before.
Yeah.
Right? Maresca will want Lavia in the 6th. So then I'm looking at Caicedo and Enzo and saying, are one of these two sitting it out? Is he like, because again, if Maresca wants Dewsbury Hall, he managed him last season, right? So if Chelsea are going in for Dewsbury Hall, I think that would be a fair sign that he wants him there as a starter.
Probably, yeah.
You know, if you reach out to a club that you've just left and say, I want a player, right, it's because you want him. So then I'm looking, going, okay, so Enzo Caicedo is one of those two. And I don't feel we have seen Dewsbury Hall perform at a level that I think is where Chelsea want to be.
Oh, see, I don't know.
But what I mean by that is that it's a bit, I'll say it's a bit of a risk. He's coming to Chelsea Football Club. He's coming to a place that is full of superstars, right? And then can he be that? Is he a difference maker? That's what Chelsea need at the moment. Like, I feel like Chelsea, and I also think Chelsea need proven experience right now.
I think he's proven experience.
He is Premier League proven. Don't get me wrong. He's probably had 3-4 seasons in the Premier League. Leicester.
Let me get. I don't know if it's free.
He's had a few seasons. Bro, I'm not trying to say he's not Premier League proven, because he is. He's played in the Premier League 100%. Yeah. But it's if he's a experienced leader is what I'm thinking. A more senior player. Someone who's done that. And I don't know if he is that yet.
It just gives me that. You know what it is? Yeah. I think it's fairly proven. I think that's right, Matt, to say with Chelsea. I just think this is such a serious signing, man. Because if you're going to let go one of the guys that you paid, let's say it's Cassidy.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Go on.
Do you know what signing it reminds me of?
Go on.
When they signed Barkley, it proper reminds me of that, because I rate Barkley, but it didn't work. And I'm just thinking, I guess it probably is that with Chelsea, I think I'm used to seeing Chelsea go and spend big on big names, and
that's exactly where I thought Chelsea need to be. Don't go for the big names, and especially for a central midfielder.
Yeah, I do hear
12 goals and 15 assists for a central midfielder.
Do you know? I guess another one you could compare it to is a bit like Cole Palmer. That Dewsbury Hall's going there. I don't think there's going to be that much pressure. Like there wasn't that much pressure with Cole Palmer, and it could be a really, really clever signing. It's just, I guess it's one of them ones where we're all still living in the past with Chelsea a little bit.
Maybe that is the case, but for Maresca's system, he's got a player that knows.
2 seasons, was it? Yeah.
For Maresca's system, all right. He knows the role.
Yeah, 100%.
They haven't got a left-footed midfielder that I can think that I know of, anyways, unless Santos is left-footed. The one I can get up and down the pitch. A technical, because imagine the Gallagher did have technical ability. You're thinking, oh shit, that midfield looks good.
Yeah.
Then that's when I look at Dewsbury and thinking, fucking hell, there's an actual attacking version of Gallagher who is known to be crashing the box.
Yeah.
I think it's I think he's a sense. I think this is going to be one. I know it's early to say because I don't know the other side yet. But I think for the money they're going to pay for him because of a player going the other way, I think this could be one of the deals of the summer.
I feel like these conversations are good because I'm talking myself into actually going, do you know what? It really might work. Yeah. It's just Can you get what I mean? That when you look at the type of players that Chelsea sign, and the ones that generally work, big names, and the ones that don't, not so. Your Ross Barkleys but you look at Maresca and you think, right, Lavia, work with him.
Yeah.
You think Cole Palmer, work with him. Now you think Dewsbury Hall, work with him.
Yeah.
You think Tosin, he may well have worked with Tosin as well, potentially.
Yeah, there's
Right?
links.
So all of a sudden you're thinking, he is getting players that fit a profile. He's getting players that clearly fit a style of play, because even if he didn't work with Tosin at City was playing the City way.
Yeah.
Maresca was playing the City way. So all of a sudden,
do you know why I think this works?
Sense.
See, Chelsea, they got the Brighton man in, right?
Yeah.
Right now, they've gone from going to get names to profiles, what Brighton were known for. Whoever the guys who come in from Brighton now can look at it like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. This is the type of people we scouted. Maybe in quality, Tosin, and that's not great enough. But in terms of deals just to fill in the gaps, is more than good enough. Let's not act like Tosin is a flipping elite
No,
baller.
he's not. No, he's not. He's not.
Because I've seen him get turned, bro. He's clunky on the turn.
No, but he's good on the ball.
But he's great. He's
very good. And that's what I'm saying.
Great on the ball.
If you think about it, you've got, anyone from, I'd probably say, if you came through City's academy from probably, got to give it a few years, from probably about 2013, 2014 onwards.
Yeah.
Even more so once you start getting into the early days of Pep, your 2017s.
Yeah.
You play a certain style of football, because that is the whole thing. You know, the same football is taken from Barcelona Academy, same football from under eights all the way up to the men's team, right? So you're looking at ball players, everyone. You're looking at them all being able to play for. Oh, but have you seen that player at West Ham? We'll search for it in a minute. This little skill player for under 18s for Man City. He did some mad, crazy turn, and West Ham are interested.
I have no idea, but no.
So I'm talking myself into it, and I do think it's the fact is Dewsbury Hall. He's coming there. It wouldn't be that much pressure on him, I don't think.
No, I don't think
there'll still be more. Right, next season, if they have a midfield four of Lavia, Dewsbury Hall, Caicedo, Enzo, right, four main midfielders,
or Lavia, if he improves himself.
The pressure, even though he's the latest signing, the least pressure is still going to be on Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah.
Lavia, because they've got him and he's been injured for a season, so
he's going to feel like a new. He's going to feel like a new signing for them.
Yeah. And then Caicedo and Enzo, the price thing is not going to go away. The expectations, and especially second season Caicedo, kind of almost third season for Enzo, the expectations are on him.
Yeah. No way, Ed. No way.
Expectations are on Cole Palmer still, because it's can Cole Palmer do it for a second season?
That's the
Mudryk, can you land? Whereas, meanwhile, Dewsbury Hall, who ultimately everyone's going, well, we came up from the Championship. There's no expectation, so I think Well,
I think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be a bench player, because unfortunately they need. This is the whole point of a box to box legs. Dewsbury Hall, mate. Someone is getting benched. And you know what? And I'll be there. And you'll be there. Bro, I can't wait.
I think it might be Enzo,
And when people, you know what? The thing is...
If people chat, hit me up right now, yeah? Firstly, smash the like button. Go and check your like button is lit. If it isn't, light it up. Then secondly, if we're saying a Chelsea midfielder is going to have to hold bench next season, who is it? Tell me. And remember, this is presuming that Lavia is back fit and playing in the six.
No.
Who is holding bench?
Palmer's staying on the right. I'm telling you that now. He's going to stay on the right, because they ain't got a right winger like that. But the way he ain't starting, I think it's going to be Lavia again until he proves himself.
I've seen two Enzos already.
Because you know what it is? If we're going off Maresca ball, Harry Winks was the dictator.
What, so you think Lavia don't play?
I think he's going to hold bench, but I don't know if there's a guarantee in it. This is what I think. What I'm thinking, I'm trying to think of Chelsea, not what I do. What I think Chelsea are going to think of. Enzo cost him a bomb, but Enzo's been there now for a year and a half, right? He's just gone through surgery. So let's see. There's a Harry Winks role that he likes to use, Maresca.
Yeah.
I think Enzo fits that mold. Dewsbury was Dewsbury Hall, and then you've got the other one, which was the guy who would clamp stuff and win the ball quite high, which is funny enough, Ndidi. The guy that would do that for me is a Caicedo, who's a much better outfit than him.
What was Ndidi like last season?
He was all right.
Can you remember the hype on him?
Yeah. He was linked with us all the time.
Yeah.
So the other one is, it's like if Lavia comes in to play the dictating kind of role, that's not really the Harry Winks type role, but probably the guy that would probably end up I think it has to be probably Caicedo or Lavia. And I'm not being funny. The most expensive player in the Premier League is not getting benched. So That's the way I look at
And
it.
also, would you then see, because one of the things that that really impressed me with Cole Palmer this season was his ability to drop deep and win the ball and how he'd advanced it, always making the right decision, playing the ball at the right time. If Dewsbury Hall comes in, does that mean Cole Palmer has to hold the width a bit more?
I think so. I think so, but it depends how they want to. Because the thing is, you'll probably find Dewsbury Hall doing the left mid role more than you think down the flanks. But we'll see, anyways. The Ligt Man United. What are we saying there? The Ligt Man United. We spoke about it yesterday a little bit.
Yeah, what is he, like 5th choice Dutch defender?
Yeah, the fact is he's not. Is he? So you got Ake van der Vens came on before. You got Van Dijk, got De Vrij. So maybe even Ake. Bro, the people call him Maguire 2.0 or the Dutch Maguire. He's not that bad.
No, I think Maguire's better.
He's actually still.
I think Maguire's better, bro. No. I'll be real. I think Maguire's... Bro, going on the last season, I think Maguire's better. I think Maguire actually didn't have a bad season last season.
There's no pressure there. The Lict's playing at a high-pressure club like Bayern, and he's still playing outperforming man like him and Jay and all that.
So I don't know, man. He's a name that we've heard a long time, but I don't think he's lived up to his expectations.
Yeah, I don't think he's lived to an expectation. He's still young, you know. I mean, he's got to be about 25 now, isn't it? 25, 26, maybe. Yeah. He is 24.
24.
He's about to turn 25.
Still quite young.
He's still quite young. The thing is, I think he's a good player, right? But the thing is, what I feel like with Man United is balance. Lissandro's not the fastest, but Branthwaite is fast. But the Ligt is slow, and you think Lissandro's got that place locked down. I think the Ligt, if he was to come, I think that's because the Todibo deal, if it goes down, this is the guy who's the next replacement for him, maybe. But then again, it's like you go from a Todibo profile, a guy that's good at defending flanks, so your fullbacks can go high and everything like this. This signing ultimately makes no sense.
Do you know what?
Profile makes no sense.
I think, right. So last night I was saying to you that I don't get if you're going it right. So we have to, when you're looking at where players are going to play, you have to go, who at the club already has their place cemented, and I think we'd all agree, fully fit Martinez has the left centre back.
I think so, yeah. He's Ten Hag's man.
Yeah. So then on the right,
the Lowe's there as well. He's
Maguire's going to stay, but I think we're pretty confident that Maguire is not. They'll end
up running his deal out, and he can go for free.
But he's not a long termer.
No.
So he could be benched. So then, for me, it's right. You need one more centre back, as far as for the starting team.
Well, it looks like Branthwaite is the guy that they're chasing.
Say if that's Branthwaite, then it's like, right, is De Ligt really going there to be? But the one thing I have to remember, and you say this, and a few people say this.
Go on.
People talk about everyone else having squad depth. Man United are allowed to have squad depth as well.
That's what I was looking at.
But it's just trying to convince a player that it's okay, you're going to get enough game time.
That's the one.
And for someone like De Ligt, again, is it fair to say when you look at players that one of the things players really, really want is caps? Yeah. They want call-ups. They want
more time. They want to play, innit? Everyone wants to play.
So for me, for example, if we look at France during this World Cup, I think the fact that Saliba has been starting for France is a positive for Arsenal fans. Yeah, because if he failed to break into the France squad, in the back of his mind, he would be thinking, do I have to go to Real Madrid to get in this fucking team? Right?
Yeah.
Whereas now he's in there, it's like, okay, cool. So again, De Ligt, he's definitely not first choice for Holland, right? He needs game time. Is he going to go to United to sit on the bench?
There's a slot there for him. And the thing is, someone highlighted this to me as well. At PSV, Ruud van Nistelrooy was coaching Branthwaite. So ultimately... Yeah, he was coaching Bradford. He was on loan at PSV. And he had a phenomenal season.
Okay.
Because
who would you rather, De Ligt or
Branthwaite? The thing is, Branthwaite was playing on the right-hand side.
Okay.
He was playing on the right-hand side. So that kind of makes me think, okay, if you got Ruud van Nistelrooy and Ten Hag and however it is, obviously Ten Hag he seems like he's got OCD with shit anyways. I think Branthwaite comes in as the starting centre-back.
Yeah.
De Ligt don't make no sense. The thing is, for now, this is what I say. If they've got the lawyers to go over and push this Todibo deal, which should actually go through people, by the way, because all you got, which should get pushed through anyways, because all you got to do is ask for guidance,
and
what they should do, and then they got to do whatever they got to do. but the Ligt don't make no. There's no speed in the back line. So people like Haaland and whatnot. I'm sorry, if you want to play a high line and try to dominate a game or take it to a place, you're gonna get killed on a counter.
Yeah.
And what's one thing that we've seen Man United get killed on all the time is the counter.
Yeah. I think the one thing we could say safely, people keep 223 in here. Please check those like buttons are lit. If you haven't already, please just take 2 seconds to go and hit that like button. It means a lot to us, helps us out a lot. I think it's safe to say now that Everton won't need to sell for cheap because ultimately, if they were going to have to sell for cheap, they would have sold by now.
They've got a day left.
They've got a day left. So it's looking like you're now probably going to have to pay.
I think you're going to have to submit the bid, but I think the bid will be 50 plus 5. I think that's the middle ground.
I think 50 is good for him.
I think 50 plus 5 million in maybe realistic add-ons. I'm like, all right, you got. I'm looking at that thinking, yeah,
we paid 47.5 for John Stones.
The thing is, they want 70 million around the 70 million mark. You're not getting 70 million mark.
I think, right, if you look at inflation, yeah, I can understand why they want 70 million. And also, it's because Man United obviously they're used to people paying it. But if you think about it, we paid 47.5 for John Stones when we got him.
Yeah,
there was more hype on John Stones than there was, but I think 55. I think 50-55 would probably be a fair price, to be fair. I'm a big fan of him, me personally. When I've seen him against City, I think he's looked good. So I've even said if
man got deals.
If we got off right, I would be tempted to swap John Stones for Branthwaite right now.
Yeah, you're thinking of the next.
I'm thinking the
generation.
And don't get me wrong. Listen, I love John Stones, and a fully fit John Stones is substantially better than Branthwaite. Substantially, but
oh yeah, my bad. It said you can't see us. That's
I thought that. I was thinking that myself.
Why?
Where are we?
We're here. Don't worry. I know.
Castle go and sort it out. Sorry, I think the camera overheated. Is that because I moved the TV? We'll sort that. Give us 1 second, people. Yeah, exactly that. Real talk. See that 0161 and think, yep, we're gonna. It's because of the we're back now because of the amount United have spent before. But yeah, I think Branthwaite's one for the future, me. So I would definitely. If I'd like City to go in for him, I'll be real with you, I would. But at the same time, I guess we're looking at if we look at Akanji in the way Akanji is performing at the moment, Ruben Diaz is still young. We probably wouldn't be able to get Branthwaite, but I think he's a good signing for Man United. He definitely. Would you say, Cass, that he's your number one target as a defender?
Yeah,
you've put a little robe on the camera. Quite a good idea, actually. Black's not the best color, though. I'll be honest.
We'll see how it goes.
It attracts heat.
It'll be all right. It will live. But yeah,
you reckon 60 hold on. 60 plus 5, you reckon? Yeah.
No chance.
No, someone's saying 60 plus 5.
I don't think we will. If you pay 60 plus 5, you're taking for a fucking joke. Man United do that, then you're not taking advantage of a situation. So I don't understand that.
I think the key is how much do they want to sell him, how much do they need the money, and also who's in for him.
Yeah.
If no one else is in for him, you'll get him for less. If someone else starts paying attention to him,
yeah.
But what's this Fraser saying? Bayern want 30 to 40 million for Kimmich.
Yeah.
See, I saw something the other day that is it Tottenham who are interested in Yankuto, right? And I think that was about 40 million. Were we seeing? If Tottenham go in for Yankuto, and then Gomez, we ship out Gomez, I'm bringing in Kimmich straight away. I'm not going to lie.
Who said he's not going United? Why would he? Aaron, I'm not being funny, but I'm going to guess you're a United Arsenal fan. The fact is, Man United is way bigger than Everton.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see that things are changing at Man United. I mean, I'm not being funny.
People do join clubs for projects.
Why did Thomas Partey join Arsenal when you lot were shit? You were finishing 8th. So the fact is, some of you need to get off your high horse a little bit, because at the end of the day, if anyone can attract players to still come, right, to Man United holds a way bigger weight of name in the shit than Arsenal does. And that's a fact. Actually, more than all your clubs put together if you're in the shit.
I mean, not right now.
Not right now, but I said if all clubs were in the shit,
Oh, if all
Whose
clubs
name?
in the shit,
If you get linked with a name,
if all clubs in
what
the shit.
name gets fucking put
Yeah.
towards the top? It is what it is.
I
But
hear
the thing
you, I
is,
hear you. If all clubs are in the shit though, but
yeah, that's the way it
that's
is.
not
So
gonna happen.
even if your club's in the shit, you can still attract good team, like good players. That's the thing. And at the end of the day, a step up is a step up.
It's undeniable. Man United and Man United.
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Arsenal been good for 2 years. Let's get that straight. And Ligt, I'm not being funny. But you mean that even if it is Ligt, what do you mean? Why would he join United? He hasn't had a good career at Juve. I wouldn't say he's hit the heights at Juve. Hasn't hit the heights at Bayern Munich. I'm not being funny. Then the way it looks right now is that it's a bit of a step down. You could say. I'm not gonna lie at this moment of time. But you have to settle yourself.
Yeah,
You have
You have to also look at your career.
But
you have to look at your career. Where your career's going. You also have to think that this is a project. It's the way the project is sold, right? I've always say this. The most important thing is the way the project is sold. The fact that you've got 3 Dutch, you've got Ten Hag. That's going to help him as well. That he's got 3 Dutch guys that can explain the project and what's going on. I think for me, De Ligt and Branthwaite are two players 100% that 100% that are about the right level of what Man United should be looking at right now. Now, if Man United were looking at, let's say there was a Saliba, Man United could not get Saliba at the moment. Not a chance in hell. Tell me another good Vardiol last season. Man United couldn't get him. Where Man United right now, they could not get that level of defender.
Right now, no. People need to because players understand the situation or the situation that's been happening there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, other than that,
Long time.
Moving on from there, Lazio are still the team that made the most concrete offer for Mason Greenwood. New contacts took place today, which was yesterday. United asked for 30 million. See, they keep changing this figure. They want 30 million euros plus bonuses, so they want 25 million plus bonuses. The figure keeps changing for Greenwood because before we wanted about 40 million in total, but all of a sudden we want 30 million euros on bonuses. Greenwood.
Oh, Spain seem fine with whatever's going. Maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe I guess we live in England, so we see the England outcry, right? We see all the slander on Greenwood. Maybe over there they don't, because the Spanish clubs.
They do.
They do.
They do. They take the piss out of him still, but he just doesn't understand the Spanish.
Yeah, but it's the fact that like he has to be sold. Yeah,
I want to know, but you know what I want to know? I want to know the Premier League clubs that were interested in signing them. You need to out them. They need to get outed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, for me, whoever gets him from a football point of view, if as a club you can get over what he did and the backlash of what he did, yeah,
good on them.
You're getting a good player. We all know this. There's no debate. Yeah, I was a Greenwood fan before everything. Yeah, I really was. Like both footed. I've never seen. Well, maybe not never, but the way he strikes a ball every time it's clean. Yeah, his technique's different, but you just don't. Sam saying you would keep Greenwood, bro. Your club will not keep Greenwood. Yeah, and if they do, it is a PR nightmare. Listen, bro, that's coming from Ched Evans. Ched Evans, right? Manchester City, ex-Man City player, Ched Evans. Sheffield United tried to take him back when he got out of prison, right? The backlash was so bad, they had to say, sorry, we can't take you back, yeah? That was Sheffield United and Ched Evans. This is Manchester United 20 years later. You see all the snowflakes, bro. You see, and this isn't even me saying snowflakes onto it, but you see the way the world has changed, the public outcry on everything, yeah? If Man United take back Greenwood, the backlash will be phenomenal, yeah? Absolutely phenomenal. It won't happen. Like, even if they dip their toe in and have him on a preseason tour, watch the backlash. Like, bro, internet don't lie. He didn't go prison. I get that. But we've all seen it. We've all heard it. That's it.
Anyways, Eric Ten Hag has spoken with Joshua Zirkzee in recent days, and this is from Donmazio, by the way, and considers him one of the most important targets to strengthen Man United squad. Apparently, this is a deal that should be going through
What's that?
very,
Who's that?
very soon. Joshua Zirkzee.
Yeah. I keep seeing that.
Again,
You happy with that?
am I happy with that? I suppose I am in a way. Again, if it's a profile, it's just like who realistically gonna get? Because you know who I wanted, innit? I wanted Ivan Toney.
Well, that's still cold in it. What is going on there? What is going on with that? People, let us know your opinions on Ivan Toney. What, like, why? Why is no one going in for him? It just seems so. Have there been any statements out of Fulham on what they want? Or?
No, there's nothing. There's no one. The only thing that's a little bit interesting now that I've read up is Tottenham, but even then, it's like it's stale. Like I don't know. It don't matter. I don't care that the guy had bet. Like that shouldn't take away anything. It's just I think we all know the reasons why it is, isn't it? He's disrespected the club, and that professionalism. That's a huge. That's a huge flipping part of it. And I don't know if he's got the professionalism, and maybe his new agent, but clubs are not recognizing with him. Maybe he's got unrealistic expectations or wages that he thinks he's going to get. It's at the end of the day, it's just I am not too sure about that side. But with Joshua Zirkzee, I suppose you're getting a good profile. The thing is, the question is what I asked Monts yesterday, which he thought was ridiculous as well. With what's the expectation if he is to be Man United? Let's say he ends up being Man United starting striker. Well, how many goals should he get in the Prem for it to be deemed a good season for him?
Just in the Prem,
just in the Premier League, not overall. Because Europa League, you can go get goals.
Good season.
Yeah,
I think
deemable.
A good season, Premier League goals only. First season in the Premier League.
I said 12. I said 12
to 15.
That's what I said.
Yeah, 12 to 15. We have first season, bro. Look, we've got to look at people like if you go and look at goals scored last season in the Premier League. Can you get that up quickly?
Say that again.
Yeah, just pull up the top goal scorers from last season.
Of which league?
Premier League.
Top scorers.
And Premier League only, yeah, because we're doing Premier League only.
Right.
Deals. I think Kudos does stay at West Ham. I think one more season.
According to this, Erling Haaland 27, Cole Palmer 22, Isak 21, Watkins 19, Dominic Solanke 19, Phil Foden 19, Salah, Son 18, and then 17.
Yeah, so I think for someone to come in first season and get 12 to 14 goals.
Yeah, and Mateta got 16. That was on the lowest list.
Yeah, I think that's fair. People please check those likes. Make sure the likes are lit. Yeah, I think 12 to 14 is a fair. I mean, the biggest one
if
is
Nicholas Jackson get 14. I'm pretty sure.
I think Jackson numbers wise
was fine
for a first season. I think that's good.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Palmer more GA than but come on, Palmer had a cold season, man. We have to remember that. What did I want to speak on quickly? There was something else I wanted
the goals.
To say. No, it's someone else. I don't think who it is.
Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? Looking for a left back because of that Spanish kid.
Who's that? Wait.
Dill's saying a City looking at a left back. To be honest, bro, we need to look at a right back before we look at a left back. I mean,
left back's fine.
Bro, Vardiol played left back last season. Ake played left back the season before. And they've both done a mint job. Left back, we're perfectly fine. We've got that Jankuto's coming in who plays on the right. We've got Walker there. For me, I don't want to see Rico Lewis on the right anymore at all. Listen, Rico Lewis can play a handful of home games if need be against teams that we should be running, that we're going to have complete possession of all game. Akanji can play left and right as well, thinking about it. So it's just a walker back. It's a long-term walker backup we need to look at.
What do you mean Tony should get 12 goals? No one said Tony should get 12 goals.
Not Tony. We're talking about Zirkzee.
Yeah, Tony should be getting 20 plus, mate.
Tony should be getting 20 plus. He knows the Premier League. We're talking about Zirkzee. Yeah. Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. Right, Rashford, stay or go?
Depends on the offer.
Not your opinion. Do you think he stays or goes?
He's staying, man. No one's coming in with 100 million bid.
Yeah.
I'm going to be... I mean...
Nah, Frimpong's not it, bro. For me, Frimpong's a winger.
No, he's not it.
Frimpong's a winger. Yeah, I don't see him as a right back.
I don't see Rashford leaving, man. I think they would want to keep him. If you're going to get a link-up man like Zirkzee, then Rashford only benefits off of that. If you want to keep getting a new midfielders and new players to play up the pitch, you want a goal scorer there. If you're going to play Ahmad on the right, who's not really going to be the guy that's going to get you mad goals like a Rashford will, then that's also a creation kind of player. That's where you probably look at someone like Rashford and think, okay, cool. You probably will. You should thrive. And from what I saw, every time I see Rashford, where he always has this thing: one good season, one bad season, one good season, one bad season. Right now, he's due a good season. That's the way he's focused again, and that's a dangerous Rashford.
For me, I think Rashford needs away from Man United, and I think Man United
if
need away
100,
from
but
Rashford.
again, I said until 100 million bid comes in, I wouldn't entertain it if I was Man United.
I just think the whole Rashford thing, I think sometimes a relationship gets toxic and no one's to blame. Yeah. You just need to part ways. And I feel I think Rashford probably wants, do you know what? I think Rashford wants PSG, and I think Rashford probably wants PSG for the wrong reasons. But that's just my opinion. I've never been a fan of Rashford. Let me be clear. I do think Rashford should have gone to the Euros. It's the one thing I would say, but I've never been a fan of Rashford. But yeah, I think it's time for someone else. But at the moment, maybe for you lot and what you need, maybe now isn't the right time. If you think about
probably
it,
not.
If you get rid of him,
there's other players that need to get rid of first.
Yeah, and also, who are we saying is playing on the right next season? Ahmad?
Yeah, I think Ahmad's been given the nod, but and Ineos kind of said he needs to be there. I think even Ten Hag kind of.
I've seen enough of Ahmad to know.
Yeah,
that as well.
we've seen enough, man. Anthony, you're scrub, mate. You're done.
Yeah,
your days are done.
The problem with Anthony though is how he's probably still got 3 years left on his contract, isn't he?
He would do, yeah.
Yeah.
After one more year,
he's being loaned out in a season, I reckon. You're not gonna get your value back on him.
I don't know who. The thing is, we've only got 4 wingers then, if I'm correct. Garnacho, Rashford, Ahmad, Anthony, and then obviously there's no one else because Sancho's going to get sold, isn't he?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So it probably will end up saying just for 1 more year. Again, he can't build can't keep everything.
What do you reckon can happen with Sancho? Actually,
getting sold, mate.
To who?
Don't know.
Dortmund not interested because
apparently can't afford them.
Right.
And I think Man United want a definite buy. You can't just loan them out without no option to buy. Like without no, it has to be an obligation.
But then, so ultimately, otherwise, he's just going to sit and rot again,
basically,
and then get loaned out again, probably with someone paying half his wages. Right, I tell you that I'm going to make that statement right here, right now. You man are going to try and sell him, and you're going to try and sell him. You're going to try and sell him. Everyone's going to be put off because he will not be willing to drop his wages. Right, rightly so. Yeah, and then late August. He's going to end up, just before the transfer window, Jadon Sancho is going to end up being loaned out to someone once again. Don't know who, maybe even back to Dortmund, with an agreement that whoever's loaning him is only paying half his wages and Man United pay the other half. And it's the only thing you're going to be able to do, I think, because of how high his wages are.
But if he wants to play football, then...
But that's why. Then, bro, if I'm Jadon Sancho, yeah, I'm sat there and I'm going, right, I know Man United don't want me. I know they want my wage off this wage bill, right? However, and they might take a lowball offer. They might take 30 million offer off of someone, right? However, me personally, when I go in there, that club is then going to try and offer me, what's he on, 300k a week?
Something like that,
right. Yeah. When I go in there, Dortmund are going to offer me 130, 140, 150, because that's what they were paying me potentially last season.
Maybe.
Right? I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say no because I know that Manchester United and Ten Hag want me away from the club. 1, to cut the wage bill. The camera's just gone off again. And 2, because ultimately Ten Hag does not want me round. So if I'm Sancho, I'm playing the long game, mate. And you've got to remember, he's got agents telling him all of this stuff. He's got agents telling him exactly how to play the game. It's not back up yet. Oh, yeah, it is. So, yeah, I think you lot are in a bit like, yeah, he's probably a bit like Lukaku. It's one of them ones where it just has to keep going that way.
Yeah, probably. Next one, Isak.
Isak, yeah.
That's it. Would I take Lukaku back? No. Bro, Lukaku's done out, man.
Who was it that said in the chat the other day, Lukaku to Arsenal should be a thing?
That should not be a thing.
Bro, that should not be a thing. Not for Arsenal. I mean, Isak to Arsenal, Isak to Chelsea are both fucking, for me, whoever get him, he's a good player, man.
I think there's only one way to get him. There's only one way Chelsea get him, and that's because of a swap deal.
Now, though, or big money.
Has to be a swap deal. There has to be money plus swap deal.
Yeah,
they have to offer something like a Madueke plus like 80 million, 85 million. I think that's the only way it gets done.
Right. Can you confirm to me, Ed? Because you've explained to me how this whole, basically from the 1st of July, it's a new financial, not year, couple of years. And so people can spend big again, right?
Mm.
So does that mean ultimately that when everyone's saying Chelsea needs to sell, Villa needs to sell, Everton needs to sell, Newcastle needs to sell, any of that selling has to be done by the 30th of June. Otherwise, it's kind of void.
This is where it's kind of confusing for me, because if a club needs to desperately sell to go and get to do whatever it is, it's just I want to know I really want to know what the consequences would be.
Because but so what I'm trying to say is this whole PSR thing, ultimately, if they need to sell, they need to sell by Sunday. Otherwise, there's no point in them accepting a lowball offer from July the 1st, because they've already breached it. If they've breached it, they've breached it. It's a whole new...
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's just the way I look at it.
So in that... If that is right, it's going to cost someone... it's going to cost us a lot to get Bruno now. It's going to cost whoever ends up going in for Isaac. It's going to cost a lot of money because they don't need to sell, if my understanding of it is right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the case is going to have to be for that. I'm going to be so honest. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what consequences are, because if it's points deduction, then I want to be seeing Newcastle, just like Everton, get a point deduction.
But they have to be proven guilty, or like Everton. And this is one thing everyone has to... Bro, it isn't yet. You can't say that, Cass.
If they got PSR regulations, and it's true.
Bro, if it's true, they have to be proven guilty.
Yeah.
Remember, with Everton came out guilty, Your Honour. Right?
Yeah.
Newcastle, all of this could just be paper talk.
Maybe.
All of it could just be paper talk. We have to remember, bro, they are owned by the Saudis, right? The media companies in this country are owned by the Americans, yeah? There is a reason why...
Not all of them. You'll be surprised.
All right, by the Western countries.
Independent, 70% Saudi.
All right. So they probably... Right, and they probably don't report it. They probably don't report. What I'm saying is, most of the media outlets that are reporting are probably American-owned media outlets, yeah? So, look, if they're found guilty... or if they come out guilty, absolutely. But we can't just presume that if they don't sell, they must get a point.
How about this? Does Chelsea want to go break another transfer record?
That's the question. I don't think Bowley would care.
Chelsea have got a lot of money. 90 million cash. I don't know about 90 million cash, by the way, Benedict. I think they've sold up to 90 million. So, but the thing is, even if you've got 30 million in cash, you can go get 150 million pound player. That's the way it works. You spread that over the course of 5 years, you're fine. So if that is the case, then maybe, I think they got about probably 30. I think they got 30 to 40 million in cash, Chelsea, maybe 50 million. So they could definitely go get him if they wanted to. That's the thing, is they can actually get him. Should they break the bank for him? Probably not. When there's such a high value on someone, I just don't think they thrive as much as what we expect them to do.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of pressure for a club where Chelsea are at the moment, because, like I always say, Jack Grealish had the luxury of being signed for 100 million, but joining a system that's already perfected and a team that wins trophies. Yeah. So do you know what? That's the get out of jail free card. You can have a bad season. Your team's just won the Premier League. Whereas we've seen it with Caicedo and Enzo.
Yeah. Fofana is getting targeted by AC Milan. He's only 20 million and no one's going in for him. So there's that.
There's too many Fofanas in this football world. Right? It's like Fofana and Mendy. There's way too many of them.
Yeah, AC Milan, Youssef Fofana, the one that plays for Monaco right now. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know, like, he was getting targeted by Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool at some point.
Yeah.
But it's like teams are not really keen on him. So that's an interesting one. Kieran Trippier didn't train yesterday, by the way, if people don't know about that.
Interesting.
Southgate hopes he'll be fine, but Konza's the first sub to replace him. What?
What? Not what?
What?
Not Joe Gomez, no. Who's
played who left back more than
Can I just remind you?
This guy's a
Can
fucking
I just remind
idiot.
you what Southgate said before the tournament? That he's not taking people on merit. He's taking people on their performances this season. Joe Gomez has been good this season. Gomez has been very good this season, and he's a left back.
Yeah,
that's mad.
I find that a bit mad as well. There's more Zirkzee stuff, more Como stuff, Cole Palmer stuff. Don't care about that. I think I might.
Sam, Grealish, 100 million bench warmer. Nah, you got to remember the season we did the treble. He definitely wasn't a bench warmer.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Last season he was injured quite a lot.
This would be interesting as well. There's one called. The thing is with why Newcastle relaxed is because that Minter might be going to like Marseille or something like that.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's why they might be relaxed on that part, because it will probably cover whatever cost they need. Manuel Ugarte. I can't wait. Apparently, Ugarte is open to joining United even without Champions League football. That was said yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all for this.
You want that one?
I'm all for this, bro.
Yeah.
The thing is, people could try and bring up as much. See, the thing is, Staffy, big up Staffy. He tried to tag in the group. He tried to tag a compilation video of him not good against Newcastle. He was actually shit in that group game where they got battered. Like, what is it, 4-0?
Yeah, yeah.
And then the next one was against AC Milan, and he absolutely fucking bossed it. And like, so which one do you want to go with? Like, I need a Ugarte in my life. You need someone that can cover a lot of ground with Man United, left and right. Someone that is kind of fast as well. Not someone that's slow, because Man United lacks speed. Ugarte's a baller. He's been really good as well for Uruguay. Him, Valverde, like you deep it, yeah. You know all these players as well. Uruguay's midfield three, typically if they did play a three, would be Bentancur, Ugarte defensive mid, and then you got Valverde. You can go forward. That's a mint. That's a mint three, isn't it?
Yeah. See, I see someone say City should pay. City should be interested in Ugarte, but can Ugarte do the 8 role?
Yeah.
Well enough to play for City.
You know what it is? It's because of Sporting, but then
enough for City to do the 8 role.
Probably not.
Right. Therefore, no. For me, no. That's why I'd rather Bruno G. Look, for me, because people will say we need cover for Rodri. We do, but we need cover for Rodri that can also play the 8 role and literally get in the team. I don't think he's good enough to do the 8 role for City yet. I don't think he is, for me personally.
But for 40 million, mint.
Look, bro, he's good for you lot. What I'm saying is, we would not be buying him for the 6 role. Yeah, we've got Rodri for the 6 role.
His build up is not not clean.
So I don't think we need someone that can do. This is not about getting a player that can do a good 6 role and a good 8 role. We need someone. Sorry, this is not about getting someone that can do the 6 role really, really well.
Yeah,
and fill a gap in the 8 role. What Manchester City need is a player that can do the 8 role very, very well, and when needs be, drop into the 6 role. Kind of like Gundogan, ultimately. Exactly what Gundogan did. The difference is, when Gundogan was about, sometimes Rodri would be able to be given a rest because Gundogan could go in and do the 6 role. Now, Paulinho can't do the 8 role good enough neither.
No, he's
for me, it's Bruno. Actually, Bruno hit the bar yesterday with a fucking beautiful shot. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to get Bruno now, though, because I think the money they're going to want is going to be way too much than City are willing to pay. So.
Yeah, I don't mind if Ugarte flopped at PSG.
Kimmich
the thing is, when someone flops, that's someone else's treasure.
Yeah,
that's the difference. It's like, okay, like Wijnaldum when he went down with Newcastle.
Yeah,
it's like Robertson when he went down with Hull.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, people need to understand that. Vitinha, like, don't get me wrong, baller, different kind of role at PSG, in my opinion. He's a baller, but it's just the thing is, just because they flopped at one club doesn't mean they're going to flop at another club.
Definitely.
Obviously, that's the barometer of thinking, right? Like, if you failed at this big club, then that means you're probably going to fail at the next big club.
Yeah.
Again, it all comes down to systems. Like Luis Enrique's got a specific system. He's just not suited to it. He can't do it. It's as easy as that.
Pretty much the same with Calvin Phillips and City.
This is how you get good deals, is by big players flopping in their season.
Actually, there's a quick one. Have you seen that?
Go on.
Calvin Phillips has said that he's going to be returning to training early. Fuck's sake, he's having another go, and he bless him. Fucking, someone said, imagine if fucking Calvin Phillips starts cooking.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be way too many clips.
Oh, that was the one, isn't it? Vitinha was at Wolves.
Yeah, he was.
But anyways, you got to step up. But again, Ugarte is someone that Man United needs, someone that can just cover a lot of ground.
Yeah.
The thing is, the build-up stuff, you can do that with Kobe. You don't need to have it being a DM all the time. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of Rodris in this world.
Well, I'm intrigued to see the next couple of years for Maino,
Boy, I can't wait.
Bro, I want to see where his best position is.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, for Southgate, he seemed to be playing him a bit more wide and advanced, did you say the other day? And I'm just intrigued that at that age, you don't fully know where a man's best position is, do you?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. Other than that, I don't think, look, Brighton are set to advance interest in Minter with the Magpies forced to broker sales before the so-called BSR deadline by the end of the month. That's by Emerson Douglas. There's another one by Fabrizio. So
Has anyone in the comments seen, just quickly as well? I think yesterday the Golden Boy Award.
yeah,
The
go on.
nominees were put out. 100 nominees. I'm pretty certain Brighton had 4 in it.
Here's this one. Yeah, wait, who's that?
Brighton had 4. Brighton had the most players in the Golden Boy. 4 players apparently.
Didn't know that. Bologna and Man United interested in the left back Miguel Gutierrez from Girona, but he's waiting for Real Madrid at this moment of
Yeah,
time.
I've seen that as well.
Don't want him then.
Yeah, he don't want it, Fab.
Yeah, it's no one. The thing is, Real Madrid are there. I believe is he Spanish or is he Argentinian?
Looks Argentinian, that innit?
The way it's spelt though, yeah, it is. No wait, you would think no, he's Spanish because I was looking at the way he spells Gutierrez is a bit different.
Yeah, it is actually. Right.
So it's Spanish.
Okay.
Of course, you'd want to stay in Spain. If Bologna want him, that's easy food. Then get him at Man United. I want this guy at Man United. He's talented, man. Good talented player. It's a bit of a specialist for me as well. But
Well,
obviously,
I think we all need to see our club step it up.
Yeah,
Let's hope that.
Other than that, it's kind of all the same shit.
So listen, people, we have 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. The Euros are back. I've actually missed the Euros, you know.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of be nice though.
We are going to be doing those over on Tifo. For those, have you got the link, Cass? Can you shove the link in there? Yes, Soups. What you're saying, bro?
At some point, yeah.
For those of you that already have subscribed or become a member of Tifo, it's absolutely free. It takes 10 seconds to sign up. Literally, all you need is an email address. You set your password and you use the referral code NAF for NAF, never a foul, right? Here's the link. Cass has just put the link in there. Please, 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 when this show ends in a minute, please click on that link, go there and sign up. Takes 5 minutes. We're doing a watch along at 5 p.m. and a watch along at, is it 5 p.m.?
5 p.m. Yeah.
Watch along at probably 4:45 and a watch along at, we've disappeared.
We're still
again.
here, don't worry.
We're still here. So please head over to that link now. We'll be doing watch alongs for both the games. And we might be back later tonight as well with a panel show.
Maybe.
Or a reaction.
Maybe.
If not, we will be about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Around midday.
Yeah.
Everyone have a blessed Saturday. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the football. And we will catch you later.